Hello and welcome to our Hopper HQ introductory webinar. I'm Isabel, I manage customer here at Hopper HQ, and today I'm going to walk you through the tips, tricks and core functionality of Hopper HQ. Thank you so much for joining me today. So I'll just jump into Hopper HQ here, give me one moment. This is Hopper HQ, and hopefully the first thing you can notice is that it's super visual first. So we started with Instagram back in the day and built on the other platforms since then. We're voted easiest to use as a standalone in comparison to other social media scheduling tools. So it's perfect for anyone coming into social media, no matter if you're an absolute novice or an absolute pro. We kind of keep our core functionality super easy, super simple, so you can kind of dive in and get started. But what are we looking at here? So this is our planner page. On the left-hand side, we have our team menu and also our social media profile menu. So if I open up our team menu here, you can see that I'm in the Hopper HQ team, but there are also other teams that I am part of. So to explain, my isabel@hopperhq.com email address is my login to Hopper HQ, and that login allows me to access different teams or workspaces, some people like to call them, that I can have social media Hopper HQ subscriptions within. So either I own them or I am a team member of them. Teams are a great workspace within Hopper HQ because it allows you to have separate subscriptions, separate team members, and separate permissions there. So I have a melange of permissions within these separate teams. Once I'm in the team I want to be working within, then my social media profiles will be connected on the left-hand side, and we support Instagram, Facebook, Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, LinkedIn, Pinterest, YouTube, LinkedIn, I think I mentioned that, and Blue Sky. I might have missed one off there, but I think that's it. You can see them all listed here. So whatever your social media network mixes, hopefully we can have you covered. And that's one of the best things about social media scheduling tools. Obviously, it means you can have a strategy aligned in one place in Hopper HQ, we hope. And it allows you to schedule posts to all of those platforms super easily from one interface. So we're looking at the planner page here and we're looking at our scheduled posts. The planner is unique to the social media profile. So I'm currently looking at my Hopper Hub Instagram account here. And this is all the scheduled posts for this account. What's great is anywhere in Hopper HQ you see a post, you can pick it up and you can drag and drop it if you so want to change the order or play things around. And that's especially pertinent within the grid planner, which is available for our grid planning platforms, so Instagram and TikTok. And so anywhere you see a post, I can pick it up and I can drag and I can drop it, and that will be reflected throughout the app. Also, anywhere you see a post in Hopper HQ, you can click into it and it will open up this quick edit view on the right-hand side, and I can see and do everything with this post. So all posts are editable up until they're on the platforms themselves and been published by Hopper HQ's magic. So I can see everything here, but this will make more sense to you once we create a post. But first of all, our drafts. So we've got our scheduled there, the posts we're 100% happy with and will be scheduled and published at the date and time we have set. Our drafts are a more relaxed space. It allows you to see, upload media to Hopper HQ that you're not quite ready to use, but will use in the future, even though we're past August 2024, these posts haven't published because they're marked as a draft. This is like your safe space. So any kind of like working, creative zone, save it as a draft, and then it won't publish and you won't accidentally send any content out that you didn't need to. So for example, if I click into this very cute little puppy, I can see here that it's a draft by this toggle here. And if I moved it to scheduled and press save, it would move to the scheduled queue, and then request approval is also an option. So let's dive into that. If you have a team and you have team members, you will have the option to set posts for approval. So anyone can set posts for approval, but only people with certain higher permission levels can approve posts. So I can see here that Harley submitted this approval, and I can click into the post, see everything I want to do, see everything they did about it. Maybe I can leave a comment. Could the caption be longer? I can add in there. And if I approve, it moves into the scheduled queue. And if I reject, it moves back to drafts, which is quite a nice workflow for anyone working within teams there. And then we've got our history, which is a log of all published posts with Hopper HQ. So any post, story, or reel you publish, you'll be able to kind of find it here, remind yourself what you put, and then you can also reschedule, which is fantastic for those of us who use a repurposed content going forward. Any questions, do pop them in the chat. But let's go and create a post. So we have a few options when creating. We can create a singular post, reel, or story. As well, we can bulk create, and this means bulk media upload. So I can press this button, go into it links to my Google Drive. I can select 20, 50 media items, and I'll upload them, and they will be designated an individual post. Alternatively, I can CSV import. So a CSV file is a comma separated file, I believe, and it's basically an Excel or a Google Sheets. You have one caption for your caption, one column for your caption, one column for the date and time, one column for your media URL, which is a public media URL. Most cloud platforms allow this, and if you need any help, jump into our help center and there's guidance on each cloud platform on how to create those links. And then you can just upload that file, and you can have up to, I think it's 350 posts in that file, and you just give it to us and we'll create the posts, which is amazing for some people who like to plan and schedule that way. But even if you're just starting out, just get some media on here just so you can kind of see what it's going to look like, start playing around with it. So I always recommend first thing you do, connect an account, bulk create, upload that media, get it sorted. But let's just create a post for now. So this is our bulk upload and our bulk edit screen. So you'll see here we've got our images and videos. I can upload from all of these sources. I can drag and drop them in. If you don't even have media, we help you out here. So we've got something called Unsplash. So if you're completely new and you're just like, oh, I think I need a scheduling tool, but I'm not even sure what to post yet, we help you out. We've got unsplash.com, which is a website of freely available stock photography and images, and you can literally type in anything. This is very Christmassy, but let's go with it. I can add in an image and it will pull directly from Unsplash. I haven't had to do any thinking in there. There we go. Whilst that's loading, time and date. So time and date, you can schedule as far into the future as you like, and you can do it completely granularly like such and choose a time that you like. We always recommend going for kind of odd looking times like this, purely because people don't have a lot of imagination, and lots of people use scheduling tools. So many people post at 5 p.m., like 8:30 in the morning, those like round popular times to post, and the algorithms are just flooded at those times. So it's really hard for your post to compete. So I really recommend like having fun with kind of what time of day does actually suit for me to post, and always going for something which looks a bit odd. And then I really recommend, and hopefully you'll see the difference there. So you can do it completely manually, but that'll be a bit tiresome. So we have this handy button which allows you to use your post scheduled time. And I'll show you this. It's in the Hop HQ settings per profile, we can create a schedule for the account. So once you've looked at your best time to post, you understand your audience and when they're online, jump into the settings, set your post schedule, be it once a day, 3 times a week, however frequently you want to do it, and then you press this button and it will fall into the last available slot. This is the demo account, so I've got posts up until 2030, but hopefully yours, unless you're super organized, won't be jumping that far into the future. And then the final option is to post now. So once I click this and press save, it will start publishing immediately. You do have the option to publish using mobile reminders, but obviously we kind of are auto publishing forward. But if you did prefer to publish using reminders, download our mobile app and we can do that as well, whatever you prefer. Great. Captions, very self-explanatory. We've got some bits to kind of save you time here. So we have a saved caption log. So if you do have recurring captions or recurring hashtags that you use, you can pull them really easily into your caption like such. One thing on this, just like a word of caution, duplicate content is the biggest trigger of spam within the platform. So just make sure each post is unique. You're using either a different order, a different like type of hashtags, like every caption is not the same. Would hate for anything to happen to your account, and that would happen to your account if you were publishing natively or using a scheduling platform. It's not, yeah. So we just want to make sure everyone's safe. Then we have hashtags. So you can search here any hashtag, it will pull up that hashtag and you'll be able to add in and remove. That's one option we have. And then we also have our hashtag explorer, which is found here. I would recommend you check it out. It allows you to search hashtags and it's an Instagram database and it's huge. So I really recommend having a look. It allows you to see how many people are using that hashtag, the like average level of likes, comments, engagement for people using that hashtag, as well as like the competition on that hashtag. So if you're just starting out, you kind of want to be going for like low to medium competition hashtags. Whereas if you're more established, you might want to have a punt at going for the more difficult hashtags to kind of appear on. Hashtags are obviously great. People use social media like a search engine. So you kind of want to be using hashtags to make people be able to make your posts appear on the explore page for relevant people. So if you're a florist in, say, Birmingham, UK, you might want to say Birmingham florist. What type of florist do you do in the hashtags? And just make sure that like your hashtags are indicative of the people you're trying to target and what they might be searching to find you. And so once you've done that, you can insert hashtags. And what's nice is you can have like nice formatting. This is just one example of them, but you can have lots of different types of formatting. And once you've saved them in your hashtag database, you can really easily pull them into your posts. Emojis, of course, we have them. And then we do have some AI features. So if you upload, if I kind of bullet point what I want in the caption, I can use my text transformer and write it into a beautiful way. Once you've done a few posts, we'll learn kind of the way you speak and kind of what your accounts are about. And so the more mature you are with Hopper HQ, the better we kind of understand your tone of voice and who you're targeting and be able to like transform better. We also have generate, which looks at your image and will generate a caption from your image, and similar with hashtags. Then we have our first comment, which is an Instagram only feature, so you can schedule a first comment, as well as location and Instagram collaboration. As I mentioned, you can do post stories and reels. So if you ever did want to kind of switch between them, you can do that very easily here. Now, the main reason people come to like scheduling tools is obviously to save them time managing multiple platforms. And the best thing is that this post can go out to every single account that I have connected on my Hopper HQ profile. So obviously we don't have an X premium account, so we can't post longer tweets. So I wouldn't be able to publish this, but I can rewrite it with our AI assistant if I so wished. And then YouTube, it needs to be a video. TikTok, it also needs to be a video. So you can kind of like play with that way and create your strategy, which is great. As I mentioned, this is where you can kind of like set the status of the post. You can duplicate as well as delete and add notes for anyone to see if you are working within a team. Amazing. If you have any questions, do let me know. But let me jump into perhaps the most popular view in Hopper HQ, which is our calendar, which is great for people who are very visual. So excuse me, my demo account's way in the future, but let me see. So we have posts here, and the more you have, they will kind of populate this as you would expect. What's great here is that you can drag and drop as I mentioned earlier, click into the post to make any edits. But also what's great here is you can create a post. So on the 7th of February, let's create a post. We can add the image, set the time, caption, This is just what we were looking at vertically in the previous view, which is so handy. We've also got those some filters for people who are like mass schedulers. I just want to look at my stories. You can do that. I just want to look at my drafts. You can do that, which is obviously super handy. And you can look at it on a more granular view, such as week. And what's great in comparison to the planner is that this can be a holistic view of your upcoming posts. So I'm just looking at Hopper Hub, but I can tick all the others, and then I can see my whole entire social presence on this calendar, which is what makes it a combined calendar in comparison to like a planner, our planner page, which is just the platform, the one platform you're looking at. Great. So let's jump into our link in bio super quickly. So we do have a link in bio feature. This is great. It's basically a mini web page which you can have multiple links to. So if I open this up for you, let me just double check. Yep. sharing correctly, you can see this is what exactly what ours looks like. And if I jump into Instagram, because obviously Instagram you can't have links and captions, and same with TikTok. So you can pop it in your website space within your bio, and then direct people to whatever you want to see. So you see this is the same. We release a rich list every year, so that's the big like PR thing for us. We have that top of mind for people finding us on social. Join Hopper. Obviously, we want as many people on Hopper as possible and sharing the word. But it's super easy to create. You add your links there, edit your appearance. Ours is obviously well in our color theme of Hopper HQ, but you have full autonomy here, like color codes, shape and size of the buttons, and everything that you can kind of do it. And what's great is we can see the analytics of kind of what our link in bio is bringing in. And so we see here that we've got like page analytics, like who is clicking and how many people are viewing our link in bio, where people are coming from. I'm really zoomed in because I'm on a massive screen, but you can kind of see it here. So what people are clicking on and where, which is great. And earlier at the start of this demo, I mentioned teams. So let me just run you through kind of the team settings we have. So if you jump into settings and team members, this is if you're an admin of the team, you will be able to add team members to your account. And so once you add them, you get to set kind of their default permissions, and they'll receive an invite in their email, click the button in it, and be able to create an account with their own credentials, which is great. And then once they're accepted in, we can edit their permissions. So let me jump into Mike's permissions here. I can see he's an admin, but I might want to change him to a member. And then I can kind of play around with what he can do. I can edit his permissions per account and also set default permissions for any new accounts added to the team, and also allow if he can add social media profiles to the account, which is great. The other thing I mentioned in the settings was our schedule. So if I jump into account settings and time settings here, I can create a schedule for the account. And here you'll see this is the schedule that the that we will create posts in unless you change otherwise. So this is our absolute like script going forward, and then we will create posts within that script for you. So you don't only have to think once, maybe once a month, once every 2 months, and we'll be able to kind of like make sure you're on the right route to kind of going forwards there. Amazing. I have absolutely flown through that. But if you have any questions, do let me know. The hashtags is a massive thing on its own, so we don't really have time to cover it in the 20 minutes of today. We do also have analytics as well as our tagged feature. But anything you need, we have a pretty well-written help center, which allows you to see the description of any features you have, what we support, what we don't support. If you have any questions, direct them at help.hopperhq.com. And then if you need more tailored help, me or one of the team are always accessible through the intercom bubble. So you can book a call with the team or send us a message and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.